MarcusTheWay.
How's it going? Why? Oh, I know why. Oh yeah, because it's my game.
It's part 2 of our Invictus Launch Week coverage as we look beyond the event to the new offering being unveiled at this year's Drake DefenseCon, the far superior brand excluded from the usual Invictus festivities because it's too damn cool. I said it, and I'm tired of pretending it's not true. Drake for life.
These sentiments were recorded in April before that rap beef stuff, and Disco would like it known that K-Dot is king. Hashtag Westside. Also, that David is the best. Woohoo! Now we resume the program.
Let's force John Crew to talk about it now.
So in the Star Citizen
You better.
universe, we have a lot of cargo ships, but they're sort of concentrated around the lower end of cargo hauling, sort of the low hundreds SU and below, and the very high end where there's multi-thousands. There's a mix of cargo ships which have their cargo on the inside, ones on the outside like the whole series, and we really wanted to bring something different where it's sort of sits right in the middle. It's a nice progression step and facilitates both internal and external loading of cargo, which is where the Drake Ironclad comes in.
From history, the Ironclad was a naval ship that had layers and layers and layers of iron, was my recollection as soon as I heard this name.
So the Drake Ironclad is the
an American
kind of
warship, I
next
believe.
step up
Long
for
time
Drake
ago.
cargo ships. It kind of builds
1800s
on
kind
what
of
the
warship.
Caterpillar brings, but in a much larger form.
The Drake Ironclad is a 6-person, multi-crew, armoured freighter. A large proportion of the ship is dedicated to the cargo bay at the front of it, which has both a front ramp for loading and unloading cargo and small vehicles on the ground, as well as a retractable roof for doing that in space with EVA as well.
Little tight and
Where'd I drop that? This was the original Ironclad.
entrances to cargo ships doesn't
Scary as fuck
necessarily
back in
lend
the day.
itself to when you're out in deep space and you're trying to quickly move some cargo from one person's ship into your ship. Really, you want as much kind of access to be able to do that as you possibly can. So by
So
having
that
this kind
tracks,
of much
yeah.
larger opening on top of the ship, it allows us to kind of bring cargo in much
Honestly-
easier space, and you're trying to larger opening on top.
Really nice image there. And the thing that just cracks me up is all I see is two caterpillars side by side. So, yeah, I expect to see like 800 CCU.
Of the ship, it allows us to kind of bring cargo in much easier.
So its role being a sort of armoured
Actually, you could probably count it right there. I bet you from here to here is cargo grid. Maybe 15 rows. Who knows how many high? I'm not going to work it out, but these are probably 36, right? 36 SEU. Okay, I'm going to work it out now. Let's hit play.
freighter comes from two distinct ways. One, the cargo itself is more protected. It's within the cargo bay that has the armoured roof section that covers it. So unlike, say, a Hull C where the cargo's on the outside, you can load it from the outside but then protect it with the Ironclad.
Is also more heavily armored than the Caterpillar, so it kind of gives a little bit more security to your kind of precious cargo.
The exterior, very classic Drake brutish styling, a whole lot of engines and a lot of framework and quite thin structural elements support the rest of the ship.
Stole the model,
very bare bones styling. It doesn't have
15.
lots of nice padding. It's all there and exposed,
Times
and it's really just sort of rugged and to the point.
2.
So the Ironclad is
Equals.
really three distinct areas. You have all the accommodation in the rear sort of third of the ship. The front 2/3 is really just this cargo bay with the front entrance and the retractable roof. And then you have the command module, which has seats for the crew plus a few little jump seats for everyone else.
Up to 30,
command
40
module
SEU.
is there to steer the ship
would
when it's
think.
attached, and the command module serves as the escape pod as well.
Same as
The
the
only
merchant
time
man.
you really want to detach it is in an emergency. It's not designed to be your sort of primary ship flying around.
It kind of gives you a little bit of a get out of jail free card if you're transporting stuff that is quite valuable, quite sought after in maybe some of our less desirable systems. What it allows you to do is kind of have a little bit of security. So if you're getting attacked or you're getting yourself into trouble, if you want to save yourself, you can kind of jettison your cargo and try and get out of dodge and kind of get out to safety. And I think that's like a really important thing as we get closer to Death of a Spaceman.
With some of the recent tech that's come online, this brought us one step closer to implementing command modules properly. So not only will you see this detachable command module feature on the Ironclad, but as well it will happen on the Caterpillar.
Interior-wise, you've kind of got two entrances onto the ship. You can either enter via the command module, and that takes you straight into a kind of corridor section. It's kind of like, almost like a mezzanine. You can either go up to the habitation area, which is top floor of the ship, gives you like super nice views out both the kind of cargo out the front and the rear of the ship, or you can kind of come down the ship into the main habitation area. Alternatively, you can enter through the dock and collar airlock, which is on the opposite side of the ship. At the rear of the interior of the ship, we've kind of got the heart of the engines. It's the big kind of engineering area where we've got all of the kind of main functional components needed for moving such a large ship. And then
I don't think it really annoys me about seeing this. I think I'm not sure if this is gray box that we're watching. Is that we saw the merchantman past this point, and it makes me just think like, why didn't you just finish the merchantman? But whatever.
And if you kind of come slightly further forward, got we call it the kind of like the command deck. It's not a bridge, you can't fly the ship from it, but it's where you operate the tractor beams. It's where it kind of gives you good views out over the front and into space. You've got the tractor beam turrets, but also, visually you can kind of stand in this area or sit in this area and look out over the front and over the bow of the ship and kind of really see what you're trying to pull in or what you're trying to capture into your cargo hold. As we come downstairs, we've got a little kind of covered area at the rear of the cargo hold, and that is where you can store a couple of small ground vehicles or some of your equipment for moving vehicles and cargo around. And then you're into the main cargo hold of the ship, and this takes up the majority of the interior space, is this large cargo hold. One of the things that we were kind of really keen to do was give lots of different views and different angles down into this cargo hold. Again, as we're exploring slightly less lawful systems, we wanted to give the players as much opportunities as we can to kind of be safe aboard their own ship. So either side of the cargo hold, we've got these gantries that run completely front to rear on the ship, and they give great view down into your cargo bay. They also give that opportunity of, if there's someone tries to board you via the cargo bay, it gives you some nice cover opportunities. And we've also got a few little windows that kind of look down into it as well.
Why he says that, I don't know. It's funny.
As you move to the kind of like the very front, the very nose of the ship, those gantries lead into a kind of secure cargo area. It's somewhere that's a little bit more difficult to get to when you kind of enter the ship. The big thing we were referencing when we were looking at it was this idea of police evidence rooms. And so these kind of individual cages where you could put your most secure cargo, whatever it might be, in this area, and it would make it quite difficult to try and breach in or out of that area. So it gives us just somewhere a little bit more secure for kind of smaller cargo items. Finally, at the very front, we've got access to one of the main turrets and the tractor beam turret.
The biggest attraction for me with it is just the versatility of the cargo space. From a good citizen law standpoint, it is a cargo ship, but also that retractable roof and the tractor beams on board it give it some less legal opportunities for perhaps taking other people's cargo ships in space and on the ground. At the time of recording, we're also exploring a more military-themed variant of the Ironclad. It doesn't have the name yet, so we'll just call it the Drake.
Ironclad Assault.
Compared to the base ship, this has been developed to support ground assault operations. It has additional turrets covering the upper and lower surfaces to provide more fire support. And the front section of the cargo area has been redesigned to enable our largest vehicles in game to be deployed from it, such as the tank. In addition, the cargo bay has been reduced in size to facilitate an onboard repair facility. So for those of you who want to have a journey in the cargo profession, traditionally you would start out in something, say like a Hull A. The next step up from there really is sort of into Drake Caterpillar territory. So you're doing roughly an 8 to 10 times jump in cargo capacity. From there, the Ironclad sits nicely between those smaller ships and the much larger bulk carriers such as the Hull C, and then ultimately you get to things like the Hull D, E, and Kraken at the end of the cargo career.
You said Kraken.
Yes.
Was that a hint at anything?
It's not a hint at anything, but making the Ironclad makes the Kraken easier.
So building out the Ironclad does, of course, kind of help us with building out the Kraken. I think increasing that visual library of assets that we can pull from and use in a Drake manufacturer at the right scale is super valuable for when we move on to the larger ships.
Of course, in non-Drake related news, players in this year's event probably noticed the long-awaited RSI Polaris touring around the Stanton system. Well, it's not quite flight ready yet, but we thought we'd ask the guys for a status update all the same and see if we can't get a closer look at the progress being made while we do it.
We really wanted to have some form of the exterior of the Polaris at Invictus launch week.
We wanted to mix up the capital ships on display this year.
Being a big kind of military show, it made perfect sense to be able to kind of show it off in its best light. We've pushed quite hard to get the exterior to a point where we're happy to show it publicly.
This meant we've prioritized doing the exterior over the interior. So the exterior you see is pretty much final art. All it is missing is really the damage setup, as I'm sure people have tried to do. It is currently invulnerable, or hopefully invulnerable in game.
Visually, I think not only have we been trying to get it out so we can show it, but we've also tried to kind of really push the quality of the exteriors of some of our kind of like large capital ships. And what that has meant is that we needed to focus a few more artists than what we'd normally put on the exterior of a ship, just to make sure we kind of hit that quality bar and we hit it on time. It's pretty close to being Lot Zero, which means that the majority of the main modeling's done. There's still a whole bunch of decal work. The finer details, what we call as POM details, pass needs to be done, and that really kind of helps to elevate the kind of like the close read. I think the distance read and the mid reads are like brilliant, and to be fair, the close read when you get up and personal is looking really, really good. It's just we've still got that kind of like final sprinkle of polish to go on.
With the focus on the exterior and pushing that as far as we could in the time we had, the interior is not quite as far along. It is more around the grey box stage, but the people we put on the exterior now will be moving on to the interior.
Normally on a vehicle, as we try to kind of keep the development stages in line throughout the kind of like the life cycle of its development, it means that the interior isn't, it's not at the same level that the exterior is.
We've been focusing on the core traversal areas of the ship.
The majority of the rooms have now been worked up. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 rooms that are still in white box that still need a decent amount of kind of modelling and work doing to them. But the rest of the rooms now are kind of getting to the point where we're pretty close to grey box.
So the bridge, the main corridors, the hab area, the cargo bay, torpedo rooms, and all the turrets. So these are a bit further along than some of the more secondary rooms like the brig and the medical bay.
When you think of the Polaris, like its key points are the torpedoes. And I think that's been an area that has needed quite a lot of iteration on, and we're not quite there yet. One of the things that we're kind of really trying to make sure feels good from a player's point of view is the kind of like the loading of the torpedoes and seeing them kind of be from in your cargo hold to being in the kind of like loading mechanism and then being ready to fire. So on the kind of like lower deck and front half of the vehicle, we've got these big torpedo loaders. And that's an area that it's needed quite a lot of iteration to make sure it feels right. And we are still in that process. It's not kind of fully signed off. We're not completely happy with that area, but it certainly kind of makes up the heart of the ship. Otherwise, on the interior, the main upper deck is kind of really starting to come on. The engineering section is another kind of area that I think is really important in our capital ships and kind of getting to a level that we're happy with. From the kind of concept into production, we have opened up the bridge of the ship a little bit. One of the things we wanted to do was when you kind of enter onto the bridge, this should feel kind of like super exciting and super rewarding to the player. If they've managed to kind of get one of these ships, we want it to feel like they are kind of really living that kind of military life dream. So we've spent a bit of time kind of opening it up, giving some nicer views as you kind of enter onto the bridge itself. What we really wanted to do was kind of make sure that the player views are good, the captain gets a great kind of view out the front, and make sure that navigating around that area, especially as kind of more and more kind of multi-crew gameplay systems come online, we want to make sure that there's enough space on that bridge to have not just the captain and the pilot, but a whole crew there.
Compared to the concept mesh, one not big change, but unresolved area was the hangar opening. It's quite a complex shape to open. So we spent a lot of time working on that, but that's all resolved. And then another thing we are looking at in the future is actually doing some more upgunning of the turrets. So it is not just a torpedo boat. It can sort of hold its own against other capital ships with its turrets. You'll see more of that as we get closer to releasing it, which we are aiming for at IAE this year.
So, what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that the Drake Ironclad is the next cargo ship from Drake designed to fill that gap between the Caterpillar and the larger Hull series offerings. That working on it helps to flesh out resources needed to bring the long-awaited Kraken to life in the future. And that the Polaris is coming along pretty nicely, even if it's not Drake, which we didn't learn was the best because we all already knew that in our hearts.
But Disco says KDOT is the best.
And with that, this very long 17-episode season of Inside Star Citizen comes to a close. We said we'd go straight through until Alpha 323 was out, and we did that, and then some more. And it's time for our team to take a breather, catch up on some admin work, and begin working on the next great season of ISC that'll start up again on June 20th. So for Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. Thanks for taking the time to let us share the process of game development with you each week, and we'll see you when we get back.
But wait, there's more.
Welcome.
He really needed to be grabbing his knee there going, right from Family Guy. For like a minute. Anyways. That's uploaded to the stream. So yeah. Did I download this? Where's the... Oh, I muted it.
Cold. And
I think I downloaded this.
the endless night was still and cold and vast. Yet in that moonless winter sky, unyielding they remained, tied to their mast. Forever watching, always standing by. Neath crushing blows, they fought on in our name. They battled bravely through endless wars. Our redemption, born of their bloody sacrifice, so that we might meet again on distant shores. It matters not whether they prevailed. For them, the cost was greater than single victories. Side by side, unafraid to fail. Their courage a beacon to guide humanity. Together, we are one empire, united in purpose.
Anywho, F7A, or not F7A, the F7 Mark 1 series are officially retired. You will no longer be able to buy or upgrade to them unless you've already bought them. So that's big news. Every single F7 Mark 1 variant is being retired. They will get their gold standard passes according to their FAQ. The MK1 Hornets will stop being available for pledge and purchase rental in-game in an upcoming patch. However, they will always earn the Mark 1. There will always be ways to earn the Mark 1 Hornets in the future, though they're not quite ready to share those plans. Are the mounts going to be available? Yes. Will there be a Mark II variant corresponding to the Mark I variant? Yes. Like all the other variants, the stealth, the tracker, things like that. Yeah. So they'll get balanced, but and everyone that has a variant of a Mark I will get a Killian Blue in their hangar, and you should have possibly received one by now. Why are they doing this? We don't know. They give some lore about it basically, and yeah, and they're just phasing out the old chips, and they didn't even really tune them and finish them or anything. Kind of annoying. Kind of is what it is. Let's see if we can get a team together for SPK, or if I'm able to go solo it somehow. I'll BRB while this is loading. Going on Maximizer, maybe. Maybe we can get him to help if he has a minute. This game needs auto turrets. Something I can build with some engineering. Remote turret.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been sent. Your insurance claim has been sent. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
No, it wasn't.
Welcome. Your insurance claim has been sent to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
We don't have enough money, so we're just gonna
Please
wait.
visit us again. Bye. Goodbye.
Oh, I was feeling all congested, and I threw a little Vicks under the nose, and oh, feeling better. I do not have a med gun on me. I don't think I have enough to buy one. $197. Man, I am. Maybe I can go loot one really quickly from like a ground facility. Yila.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Let's just. No, I can't. I gotta claim it and then I gotta wait. Is there anything I can just pull up right now? A Star Runner? Better. Yeah, let's just wait the 3 minutes. Take a proper ship over. I'm okay with taking a cutter over there, but then after the fact, I might want to do something. He's really got to go to the bathroom. He's crossing the legs. I feel like these entrances into Grimhex and in security need to have like a really like bouncer-ish kind of security there. I was gonna see if he left his door open, but he did not. He's a good little citizen. I was just making sure he's secure, that's all.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, and the security should kind of be like, what are you doing here? What's your business? Give you a hard time. Maybe make you bribe them to get in, past them. Price changes every time depending on which bouncer you're talking to. You know, to come in through a particular door because one bouncer's cheaper. longest 10 seconds ever. How you doing, Crazy Swede?
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to
Hanger
the following
to you. We need a med gun.
You are clear to launch. You are clear to launch.
Okay.
Thank you, and please visit again.
We're just gonna go to Ela and see if maybe Deacons or Corp 157 maybe, if we get lucky, have a med pen or power tool with a med attachment on it, or maybe just anything down there. We're decoupled at the moment. Good, man. How are you? Major frame loss there, but it seems to be back now. Looking for med pen. Turning around and losing frames. It's that door or something. Something to do with that door. $3:30 a.m. No, it's not. Are you drinking coffee? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? You've been thumbed. Yeah, I gotta do the SPK mission. I'm just trying to find a med pen since my character's so broke. I got all the guns and weapons I need to start, and the armor. Appreciate it. Just join on me or... It's basically this and then the package missions. And you're welcome to join me in Discord, obviously. I think you have access. If you don't, I can drag you up.
I have access.
Hey. Yeah, if you're having insomnia, ditch the coffee. Try it for like a week. I didn't understand that until just this last week that coffee actually dumps your adrenaline into your system. And it makes so much sense for me because it makes me feel so anxious. Not a good anxious.
So I found a new bug.
Oh.
Currently, any ship that you have a CCU for
Yeah.
will show up in your game.
I'm betting not. For me, in my case, that's maybe is it a new CCU?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's new CCU.
All of the CCUs that I've bought during Invictus Week are showing up in my ASOP.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's not old CCUs, that's for sure. Because I have a lot of old CCUs, so I'd have access to so much.
I think it's just more or less what gets added to your hangar recently.
Yeah.
And it's just showing the ships up.
Huh.
Because I have the CCU for the Perseus from the Orion.
Yeah.
And now I've got a hammerhead in my ASOP. It's like,
they're getting it wrong.
I don't remember getting that. Go ahead and throw me a party invite.
Sure. Did you see the Inside Star Citizen with the new ship?
Yeah, they can stop talking and take my money. It's I like it more than the caterpillar by a long shot.
Well, it's at least 2 caterpillars.
It's like 3 caterpillars
Yeah.
because they said it's like over 1,000 SCU of cargo.
Yeah.
So
And honestly, that cargo hold looks like it could fit. I think I did the quick math, like about 30. It was like 3048 or something. Probably really unreasonably stacked. Wiped it. But it was like 15 by times 2. And those look like 36 SU boxes. So times 30. Oops. Space times 36. Minimum 1,080. But if it is 36 SU boxes we were seeing in the picture, and then you can stack them times 2, 2160. If you can stack it times 3, it's not times 3. No way. But you could probably put a dirty amount in there.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
hello.
I see now why Shoot is not in Discord.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that. So you got like actual insomnia there. Crazy sweet. I wish I had a good answer for you, man.
It's called a cast iron skillet.
The new ship?
No, just the
like hit you over
solution
the
to
head?
insomnia.
Yeah. Get the wife to hit you over the head with it before you're supposed to go to bed.
I mean, the concussion afterwards isn't ideal, but you know.
Yeah, well, you'll sleep longer after a concussion. Just hopefully you wake up.
Yeah. Can't guarantee if you'll wake up, but it can guarantee that you will sleep.
Right. Possibly forever. Yeah, I wonder if you just have like I wonder if Crazy Swede has like sleep apnea. Maybe that's why they can't sleep. So many reasons sleep could be bad. Bad. I found like I can only sleep on my side. I can't fall asleep if I'm laying on my back. It is the weirdest like thing ever, I found. I could sit there, eyes wide open, wanting to go to sleep, and I can't. Oh yeah. Sleeping upside down like Batman. I just have a feeling I'd burst a whole bunch of blood vessels in my brain if I slept upside down. I'm gonna share mission. You guys are both in game now, right?
Yeah, I'm in game.
Yeah.
Sharing. Just heading over there now.
Okay, I'm at area 18, so I don't know exactly where. Oh, it's KSP. So
SPK,
okay.
yeah, over at Selin.
Yeah, SPK.
Yeah.
Just getting geared up.
Cool. Yeah, I won't start it early like my last mistake. Last time I went there, I made the mistake of thinking, I'll just get it started. Yeah, that was really dumb.
What missions are these?
This is the end of Overdrive Initiative. The SPK stop the hack, and then
We gotta shoot a bunch of people, huh?
yeah. I think I can go in and clear everything just to see where the hack's at. Or maybe I shouldn't have shown up. I might have screwed this up already by just showing up.
Yeah, so now I have the Retaliator torpedo modules and the storage modules.
Oh, wow. That's quite the bug.
Yeah.
They really want you to test it out. Maybe it disappears after Invictus.
Who knows? We'll find out.
So do you want the Ironclad cargo variant or the assault variant?
I didn't realize there was variants.
Yeah, well, so probably what they'll do is Drake Day they'll show the war bond for the cargo one. But they did mention the assault one, so wouldn't be surprised if they throw that one in there too. They had images of it and everything. So basically, like, it looked like the tractor beams, like the external tractor beam is like replaced with more guns and less cargo space and a repair facility inside for like ground vehicles. Okay, sounds good, Crazy Sweet. Thanks for hanging out, man. I know insomnia's a bitch. You can figure it out. It'll happen.
I take a melatonin gummy.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And I put on shoe shining videos. I'm being dead serious. Sometimes that's the only, because it's so boring, but it's like just the repetitiveness of it, nobody talking, and it just knocks me right out.
You know, I heard a good one was visualizing something boring, like a long drive that you recently did. And I found that kind of works, but I also find sleeping on my side just does the majority of that work for me.
What I do is I watch Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I have never been able to watch that movie all the way through.
A buddy of mine used to watch Conan with Arnold Schwarzenegger, like ever since he was a kid. Yeah. Super funny. Like every night. It was probably like 2016 or 2017. I moved to Regina and I stayed at his place for a couple of weeks, and he was still doing that. And he had previously told me he did it like years before. I just, I obviously believed it. It was just kind of funny to see it in action. Okay, I'm on site. There's no enemies. I'm not going to hit the abort thing unless it's like about to finish. Oh, it's pretty progressed. It's going to yeah, I made a mistake by coming into the thing. I think what I'm going to do is let it do its thing, and then I'm going to leave and just accept it again.
That'll get me time to get over to Crusader and put on some heavy armor, because right now I'm in light armor.
Yeah, it was
It'll be fine.
Dumb mistake I made there. I should probably get out of here, because if I fail, I wonder if the turrets... I doubt the turrets are going to go live, because... there's a whole bunch of other ships that should be getting nuked. Yeah, there you go. I gotta leave.
What happened?
Well, probably what happened was me getting to the area triggered the progression on the hack.
Oh.
And then so I got in and I was able to see it. Or maybe it was proximity on the ground, but I was able to see the panel and see it was mostly progressed. But if I had hit abort, then all the guys start coming out, and then I get nuked, and it's the same problem I caused last time, right? So yeah, we'll let it fail, and I'll get the heck out of here. And only 2 loot boxes in the whole area.
Yeah, it seems like that last patch that they just did killed loot box population.
Mm-hmm. Found an LMG though. Found one of those. Just a couple grand sitting on the ground.
Yeah, because now I have a Valkyrie in my hangar as well.
Got everything. Nicole, how you doing? Doing overdrive initiative. Guess it's not long on the house, eh? Is it like tomorrow your house things happening, or?
And now the paint on my F7A has changed.
Nice. Oh, and sorry, I was responding to Nicole. The paint on your what has changed?
The F7A,
Yeah.
it's changed.
To a default, or?
It's white and green now instead of the camo pattern.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. This isn't... Wait, I'm confused. I thought the weapons looked off. Oh, it's a Mark 1.
Did you hear about the Mark 1s?
No?
On the website, they're retiring them all. All
What?
all the Mark 1 Hornets. You will, after this sale and the next patch, you will no longer be able to rent,
Buy them?
buy,
Oh.
use them in game, or sorry, you can use them in game if you already own them, but you will not be able to buy them in game. And it's not indefinite. It's like special events. Maybe they might give access to them.
Yeah.
Just trying to create FOMO. But so the base Hornet, the tracker, the stealth one, and I think there's a third one. Like the Wildfire, the Super Hornet, all of that, the Valentine's Day one, all retired. So yeah, like the Valentine's Day will probably show up for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for some reason, I now have an F7A Mark 1 in my hangar.
Yeah. How would that make you feel, man? Real life, you're on a spaceport, you're safety of your spacesuit, and you walk out, and you can just step off the edge into nothing. I don't get that woozy feeling, but I think I would get that woozy feeling.
You think you would get depth perception
Oh yeah,
craziness in space.
yeah. Or maybe you'd get that ooh feeling that the astronauts talk about when they get to, you know, look back at Earth and go, "Yep, it's just a little pale blue dot, and really all the political stuff really means nothing up there."
I didn't see any F7As for sale.
F7A, the Mark II,
because that's the Mark 1.
Maybe on the last couple days they'll show back up, because that would have been.
Well, no, I'm talking about for like today when all the ones with the special paint showed up. Because the ship that I have that's a Mark 1 is an F7A. That's why I'm confused, because I didn't buy it, because you can't get a war bond upgrade to it or upgrade to it at all.
I think you're just having bugged out.
Just a war bond.
Bugged out everything.
I mean, you can always use more ships, I guess, or more selection.
It'll disappear. It'll clean up after the patch or after the event for sure. Yeah. So they have like an actual page for this. And they have a Q&A on Spectrum. It basically is exactly what I said, though. Like, they're retiring them all. Every single variant. You'll be able to buy them now, possibly upgrade to them down the road through special events or something. But they're meant to be the ultimate rare collector. They're creating the FOMO by making them unavailable. So, and anyone that has one in their inventory as of today was supposed to get a Killian blue paint for free. It's a $7 paint. So yeah, and there's a hilarious pack in here too that I saw. $650. For that, it should have LTI, but it probably doesn't. It has 10-year insurance, and you get all the Hornets
and another special paint.
Yeah.
Even the super.
Yeah. For $650. I don't know. It's such like, it's a weird image that they have up here all lined up, because it's showing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
it's showing all the different variants with all the different paints.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Because there's the Carino whatever paint is included in that pack.
Yeah. It's funny because it's like, it's a cool ship. It needed to be fixed. They didn't fix it, and they just basically created the Mark. Like, they already had a Mark II, but then they just made the Mark II available, and then they are gonna do variants of all the MK1 series into the the MK2 series. So you're getting all the benefits of the new ship. So it's like, it's cool that they're doing this in a way. It shows how they're gonna probably do ships in the future. How, like, you probably won't be able to buy any of the ships that were like the war bonds that we're getting now eventually will probably be retired too. Like, that possibility is there, and then you can only buy the newer ships, and then you have all these ultra rare ships that you can no longer get, which makes your account unique. But like, I'm torn, because like, yeah, I'd like to have them as a collector, but the ship performs so poor. Why would I want to use it, is how I feel about it. It just seems like a waste of an LTI to me. It's such a cool ship though. But yeah, most of the complaining that's totally valid in my opinion on Spectrum is basically like, so you guys are just creating FOMO to sell new ships. as the new ships, they perform better. But you also want us to pay more for the new ships, where you should have just fixed the old ships. It's such an interesting thing that's happening, and so you have a lot of people going down that road of then accusing them again of being greedy. I mean, it would have looked a whole lot better on them as if they had taken them and tuned them and made them good and taken them to the standard and then retired them. Public perception would have been way better.
Yeah. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Out of private property range, I'm just gonna hang here. So Nicole, you need movers, hey? Yeah. Hopefully you don't have too much stuff. It's gonna be tough though, because like one of you's gotta look after the kids while the other one's moving everything. Highly recommend just moving all the light stuff and then find someone to help you move the last couple of things, the heavy things, so you don't break anyone's back. That or take the kids to the new place. No, you can't. Move all the stuff out of one room. Put the kids in there with some safe toys. Help moving. Keep checking in on them. Get all that stuff moved. Get to the new place. Take the kids with you. Put the kids in an empty room with all a bunch of safe toys. Move in, like help move in. Keep checking in on them. You got this. You got a plan now. I fixed it for you. Your aunt's gonna come over? Oh, perfect. Good old aunt to help out. For anyone that just got here, we're just waiting for backup to come help us on the last part of the Overdrive Initiative mission. Oh, I put stuff in storage? Oh, pulling stuff out of storage. Nice. You're going to be saving money there too. That's awesome.
But have you noticed a difference in my voice today?
I did. It's either softer or more muffled. I haven't decided yet.
It's probably because my nose is a little plugged. But,
Oh, yeah. I gave you my
but I'm
cold
also
through the
yeah,
stream.
Yeah,
Sorry, bud.
but no, I feel like it's a lot clearer too, and not as like hazy.
Right.
I also really haven't messed with compression yet.
Are you using voice software or a device?
Rode.
Oh, yeah. They're good, Mike. I have a shotgun mic I haven't sold yet. Trying to sell. I'm thinking of, I like this camera I have, but I'm thinking I might flip back to my portrait camera that blurred out the background. That was the only thing, like it looked good blurred out, but switch it up. I also didn't like it. I had to like activate my HDMI for it and made things odd. Are you guys just tight on money, Nicole, for movers, or are you just not able to find someone open?
You know how much it is for somebody to move you? It's very expensive.
Oh yeah, I mean
yeah.
I've paid to move here because I had this crazy heavy desk that there's no way I could ever move on my own.
Yeah, I got quotes for 15,000 and up for my move.
Oh my god. That's insane.
I'm also going 2,000 miles.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's gonna cost about 7,000 just for the U-Haul, I think, and a car trailer.
That's crazy. I'm not used to that kind of move. I'm used to like 800 max.
Right. Well, in 2017, when we moved from here to Florida, it cost 1,800 for the U-Haul. This time it's costing 5,000 just for the U-Haul.
Wow. I don't know how they can justify that.
Bidenomics. So are we just waiting for the mission to pop?
No. Is everyone here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I was just waiting to.
I just got a retake Korea thing to pop up.
I'd accept. Sharing.
So there's potentially hostiles.
Yeah, it was
there.
you and I were too close. Like we were too close. That's what it probably was. Should stop shooting at you now. Hopefully. Oh. Yeah, see with that, Nicole, what I do is take all the easy light stuff and just have them move all the heavy the few items that are too heavy for you guys to move, right? But it sounds like you guys got a plan, so I'll stay out of it. But again, congratulations with that progress. It's awesome. $20 U-Haul for $218 for 3 days. Doesn't sound too terrible. Like for me, I can move probably just about everything, even the king size mattress I have. Like, probably bust my back doing it though. But the desk, I gotta sell it. I'm tired of moving that thing.
Hack has been aborted.
Yeah. And then the key, crypto key, is what's going to trigger it. I think it's opposite room.
Let's see what's going on.
Crypto keys over by me.
Yeah.
I guess we should look into it.
Already getting hostiles.
Yeah. Wow, I already got wasted to 58%.
I'll give it a glance.
Wow, whole clip of ammo to kill a guy. This Gemini sucks.
Keep an eye out. I want to see what the fuss is. The gun? So we better search high and low
Trying to
to
get the
find
hacking chip in. But
Oh my
there's,
god, there's 3 guys here.
Alright, let's see what we got. Looking into it. Damn it! We need to find where they went. Oh. Shit. Wherever they are, they won't get away long. The bleeder shook me. But don't worry, I'll find them.
This is a problem. For me. You guys keep doing your thing, I'm gonna try to get myself sorted here. Come on. Fucking loot system, man.
Just go down and check this out. Looking into it.
Oh, there's a bunch of them on the other side. I can't do anything. I am completely dry.
I'll give it a glance. I'll give it a glance. Ah! Get out of the way! I'll give it a glance. I'll check it out. Don't let the bastard escape. Find him. Not sure where they went, but they couldn't have got far.
Damn, they're gone. Let's find them.
Damn it! We need to find where they went.
Guess I'll go take a look. I do everything round here.
Disgraceful. Letting him get away
Yeah,
like
I guess
that.
I should look into it.
See what we got.
Have we put the access card in yet?
No, database is still probably, is it maybe still hacking?
Yeah, it's going. Attacking.
All right. Oh yeah, it is.
I'll give it a glance.
I'll take this one.
We need to find them now.
The skag slipped me. We can't let him get away. I'll check it out.
Guess I'll go take a look. I do everything round here.
I'll take this one.
Let's see what's going on.
I am trying to, oh my god, 4 guys just loaded into an elevator. Wow. Wow, that was nuts. That's the most security I've seen in one elevator ever.
They're gone. So we better search high and low to find him.
Keep an eye out. I want to see what this is.
I guess I should look into it.
Oh, I hit that guy. Oh, come on, let me load it. Mystery shots from somewhere.
Well, isn't this an elusive prey?
Literally mystery shots from somewhere. What the fuck was that?
The bleeds are shuffling, but don't worry, I'll find them.
Wherever they are, they won't get away long.
The skag slipped me. We can't let him get away. Over there! Contact! Contact!
Crypto key access is granted.
Oh, we're done.
All right, we're
Yeah.
good.
Oh crap. So this happened. I don't
What happened?
know.
You dead?
No. I'm just running for an airlock.
They're still spawning in, Marcus.
Are they?
There's guys outside on the space
Security?
deck too. Yeah.
Hmm.
I just thought it was kind of odd that they're all the way out here.
Thanks for helping with that. Supply mission. I guess I should probably switch ships to something that can actually make it.
Something that can actually
Do
haul
the-
boxes too.
Yeah. Got cutters. I just go back to Grimhex and spawn one quick.
Find them!
Interesting, Nicole. Sorry, I just read your last message there.
Where the hell they go?
Sharing that mission.
All right. I am away from the spaceport.
Perfect.
Post, whatever. And I didn't get missiled 30 kilometers out this time.
Yeah, it's because we had that mission, right?
Well, we had the mission last time too.
Well, I had it. I hadn't shared it with you yet.
No. No, you did.
I don't think I. Okay.
Oh no. The last time you and I did this, it was when I was getting it.
Oh, okay.
All right, I actually have to bounce. go
Okay.
to dinner, and I will catch you guys maybe later.
I appreciate the help. I mean, the next part's
Yeah.
super easy, so don't sweat it, eh?
Yeah, and this time we don't have. Oh, well, we don't have a crime stat yet.
That's I forgot.
So how about this?
Mhm.
I have to leave for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll go do that mission. This time, I'll just kill everything, and you don't shoot anybody.
And then I can just return
you
it.
Go drop. Yeah.
Okay. Look at us using our brains.
We learned.
Yeah.
the hard way.
Yeah.
I think both of us had to float like 3 kilometers, which was not a fun time.
It was funny for like literally a half second that when we did it that last time, I was like, is that a player? Because the way the name looked, it was like had an underscore in it. I was like, is that a player? Yeah. How did a player get out here to troll me? And like, it made no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did they really get rid of Port Olisar?
Yeah. Seraphim Station now. There was a Inside Star Citizen about it, and it was basically like it would take too much to retrofit Port Olisar because it really nothing of it was like really standard anymore. Like they could have kept it the name, but they just decided to that. I don't know if it just didn't fit the lore or what it was, but yeah, they just decided to start over and acknowledge that Port Olisar was special to us and that it can't be replaced, but it's being replaced with what is standard for them.
It's a dumb name.
Seraphim? Yeah, I don't know what it means. I haven't looked into it.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I would have been okay if they had just kept the same name, to be honest. And they mentioned that possibly there'd be a chance where it might come back, like maybe some derelict station. I think we've talked about it, how it'd be kind of cool if it got like taken over by pirates, still called Port Olisar, still that same open layout. The new ones are convenient enough that I don't think we've missed Olisar too much.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I'm gonna hit a med bed. I went so fast with you guys. Very appreciative. Oh, what the heck? Called an elevator and then I appeared in the elevator. Room 2. Well, gotta be in the right room. I'll probably just take off all this heavy gear here. I'll just leave it on him. Whatever. Yeah, I'll put it on the ship. You want to come with me? You been thumped?
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I will. I just have to run really quick for like 15 minutes, and then I'll be right back.
Okay. Do you want to hop aboard my ship before you go?
Maybe.
Vehicle selected.
Yeah.
Your vehicle
Hangar
has
3.
been delivered to please visit
That might prevent me from having to do funny things to keep myself from getting kicked.
Hmm. Up to you. That's you in the armor?
Yeah.
Oh, you can just do your funny things standing up.
It's really hard to find something heavy enough to put on my W key because I went with like really heavy switches.
Do you have game touch controller?
I do, but I'm not gonna have my phone near the computer.
Right.
So I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm just auto running in a corner. So
Sounds good, man. I might just get the crime stat and then get you've been thumped to deliver the boxes. See what happens here. Or maybe lucky and there's no AI there. Ninetail sitting right there. Look, they all got little lights of where they are. Makes it so easy to see them. I might be a light. It's funny how all the other missions were like crazy hard, and this feels like it should have been the first mission. There we go. Now we're in trouble. Like serious trouble. They got no shields. I got no shields. I brought the wrong ship. Oh, frick, the hull is red. We're gonna crash. Oh, we got distance. Barely escaped. Need a place to repair. I don't know if anything actually... I can actually repair any place on here. Oh, they're trying to close. They're gonna. They're in range. And we got out. Well, I could go grab something bigger. I should have planned for that. It's funny that they have 9 tails at a Xenothreat event. These pads probably I won't be able to repair at because I'm pretty sure they're still bugged. But I always feel like it's worth a shot. Well, unless we didn't fail, we just gotta get something that can take on those cutties quick. I got a CS1? What did I get a CS1 for? Unreal. Random CSs. Game loves dishing me out CSs. They're all from bugs. Doing everything legit. Hey, how's it going? You wanna come kill a couple AI for me quick, so I don't have to switch ships? Hello? Arms? Are you there?
There we go.
Hi.
Turn on voice meter. Being a turd.
Please proceed to assign.
Wanna come kill a couple AI so I don't have to swap ships real quick?
Maybe Grim Hex, I don't know.
It's perfect, I'm over at Daymar. It's like one cutty block. Just on the pickup boxes mission for Overdrive 5.
Oh yeah.
I'm just in a cutter and it's doesn't have enough maneuverability in Atmo to deal with the cutlass block. I guess I could just drag it out to Atmo. Or out of Atmo, rather.
What do you mean where the maneuverability is better?
Yeah. Yeah. Possibly.
For the AI.
Hopefully for me.
And look, that's all it came down. It kept hitting me with like VHRT level stuff.
Oh yeah.
It had to kill like a reclaimer or a Carrick every single time. And I'm like, this is crap.
What was this mission you're doing?
That one.
The boxes one?
Yeah. It was hitting me with like a full HRT with a VHRT with stuff.
That must have just been someone else's. At the
Every
same
single
location by
time?
chance. Really? That's mess.
Yeah, it was every single time.
Hmm. Well, all there was that I saw was the cutlass that chased me out.
Yeah, that's probably just the cutlass from the wreck, not
Yeah,
the
that
actual
makes
mission.
sense.
Because it was like 2 or 3 cutlasses sometimes, and a big ship, or like a two small ships, a cutlass and a
I just don't remember getting that any of these times.
Carrick.
I think you just got lucky. You got lucky with some action.
Yeah. I had to kill a couple players a few times. He was coming in and trying to steal my box.
And I got a CS1 out of it too. I don't know what I did.
Yeah, some of the
supposed
cops
to
aren't
get a
labeled
crime
as
stat.
cops.
I don't know how I got one, dude. They're all 9-tails.
That's my job.
I know, and it's only CS1. It doesn't make any sense. They're not gonna shoot at me, so when we go in there, but yeah, a little odd. Let me know when you're on there, moms.
To do the.
Or I can go back and get you being thumped in a vehicle too.
Yeah, I'm on it. I can get the backspace going.
I can bring out my, Mark 1 7A.
Oh yeah, I wonder if moms has heard any of that news. Did you see the new Drake stuff in the F7A Mark 1? What they're doing with that?
Well, they're not the F7A, but the F7Cs.
F7Cs,
I have
yeah.
a F7A for some weird reason, a Mark 1.
No, I didn't see nothing. I got rid of all my Mark II
They're
stuff.
calling it sunsetting the
Mark
Mark
1
1s.
stuff.
They're retiring them all.
What does that mean?
It means you can no longer rent or buy them in the game next patch or buy them on the store.
So what? They'll be swapped out for the new ones?
Nope. They become heritage piece ships. You can upgrade off them if you want, but you'll no longer be able to buy them unless there's some special event that they turn it back on for people.
It seems kind of dumb.
It's marketing, trying to create FOMO to sell more of the old ships for people that might want one for some reason, for a ship that really has no no balls.
It's for the whales.
I don't know. Well, it's anyone that has FOMO, right? Okay, I initially killed the 9-tails around here. I don't know if they're back up, but there's 2 packages right outside here. I think I just saw a glint in that room there. There might be one in there.
All right, I'll go kill people. Can you share the mission with me?
Yeah. Sharing mission. One of the boxes is already in the ship. It's right in that building, right there, right in front of you.
Ah, okay.
They need to fix this damn Grim Hex elevator. This is horseshit.
Bugging out.
Well, the pad, you can't touch it. You can't interact with it. You have to wiggle and be at the exact correct spot. And you don't know where that is.
Like repair, rearm?
No, it doesn't go up or down. It's from the hospital. So you have to be on the X right here, like 4 feet away, and magically touch on it. It's so stupid.
Do you see him? You been thumped?
I don't see anybody.
No, the boxes.
Yeah, I see them. I just have to get inside the building.
Oh.
Just trying to figure out why I can't even get in the building.
Arrow's on cooldown. I'm coming F8 though.
Okay.
It'll do something.
Oh, the little door is locked. Hey Marcus.
You need a grenade?
Well, hold on.
Want to come pilot the ship, just in case something shows up?
I threw a grenade at it. It didn't do anything.
Hmm.
And now I think I'm stuck.
Oh. Why did they do this?
I don't know, but I'm stuck.
Oh, they wanted us to tractor beam this shit out, probably. Yeah, like, how do I get out now? Okay, well, I just jumped out that. What? First try. Maybe, I could butt stroke you. If you want. Or, relog.
Hey moms, do you have a tractor beam?
Nope.
Oh.
Of course, the second time I go to jump out, it isn't so easy. Making a game that doesn't need to be difficult. I don't even see you. You're like invisible to me. Oh, I see you.
Yeah. Maybe just nade me. Oh, it went to the middle of the floor. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. Well, that did absolutely nothing to me.
And something's flying in. Fuck. I gotta leave you.
What the fuck is that?
The Cuddy Black, he's back. Longest chair animations ever. I just relog, man. I'm sorry, man. Mom's is on him, though. Oh, I can come back. Maybe try to get you out. Mom's just showed up.
Once he's dead, I'll backspace, and then you can just grab my stuff.
Your gear.
Because I'm going to go all the way back to Area 18 now.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Moms.
I don't even know how I got stuck back here.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, my landing gear was already out.
Okay, hold on. Come try to med pin me.
Okay.
It just threw me out into the middle of the room. Oh no, we're good. We're good. We're good.
You're up?
Yeah, I'm up. I'm up.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm betting the blaster, like the bolts from this thing, just knocked you around because it does that to the AI,
yeah.
right? Interrupts
That's
them.
exactly what happened. I'm in.
Wait. Got it.
Yep, I already closed it. So I've got an idea. Hear me out.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. But I'll hear you out.
I'll message you what my idea is.
Yeah, do it. While it's fresh. Oh yeah, and the other thing, Moms, did you hear about the new Drake vehicle?
Something about this massive mammoth thing.
Ironclad. It's like 3
I didn't know if that was
Caterpillars.
real or not.
No, it's real.
Why?
It's an in-between cargo variant, and then there'll be an
In
assault.
between what?
It's basically like the way I look at it. It's like a bigger C2 and bigger M2.
Yeah, it's stinking huge.
Oh yeah. But if you're a Drake fan and you want that, right? Also, you could.
All right, let's be honest. Nobody cares what Drake fans want.
But you can also I could see you could pull ships into it and pull them apart. Like you could do a lot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you could pull a ship down into it. You could pull cargo
Like a
down
dry
into
dock.
it. You can carry 4 tanks in it.
Okay.
Looks like it'd be like around 1,000 or just under 1,000 SEU probably. Be like 3 Caterpillars.
That's nuts.
Yeah. They didn't say what the name was for the Ironclad Assault, but yeah. So basically the tractor beams get replaced with more turrets and less cargo space, but a repair location in the back that looked like it was for a tank. It's interesting. So well, I guess we'll see that on sale at Defense Con. So I'm guessing double the price. I'm guessing it'll be like $600. Kind of annoys me that they didn't finish the Banu Merchantmen, but that they did this. But their excuse is, well, then they can work on the Kraken, right? And I get that. With the Merchantman, then they haven't concepted any other Banu ships, so it's kind of like assets for one ship and it's done. How's it going, Pagan? What are we doing? We're just finishing Overdrive Initiative Mission 5, and then we're done. We got this on this account. And I can flip over to one of my other accounts. Done it across 3 accounts now. Really feels like it would be impossible to ever do that mission without at least 2 people. 3 is definitely makes it a breeze. What do I think of the Ironclad? I think it's great. I mean, I always welcome new ships. I like the concept of it. I don't see any problem with it. It looks like Drake. I mean, it looks like they already like. It looks like to me a ship that they'll probably deliver by the end of the year for how finished it looks. Like it. Basically, from what I think we saw, like it looked more finished than the Polaris, or about as finished as the Polaris. So I would say, yeah. And they're saying the Polaris end of year, so. And then hopefully that team can go back over to the Merchantman and finish it. It's really annoying to know that that project looked like it was like 80% done and they put a pin in it. They really need to get the backlog of the old ships done instead of working on new ships. I think is probably one of the more annoying things that the community sees and I see. But it's not like there's one artist working on one ship. There's like so many groups working on ships, so we don't get to see all the progress on all of them. Yeah, and it seems cargo's fairly simple, right? Like it's just got a cargo grid. So, and they already have a lot of assets probably from the Caterpillar that they can just repeat, or at least get inspired from, pull basic shapes from. So, whereas like the Banu Merchantman, everything's organic, everything's new. I get why they put a pin in it. And that's another thing, like over time, as they get each manufacturer more fleshed out, they have more assets. Building new ships and just pulling from old assets and, you know, being inspired from old assets or using the actual asset, it's going to get quicker and quicker for them to build these ships. You got an impression that Chris Roberts wasn't thrilled with the Banu. Where did you get that impression? Because I hadn't had that thought. I thought it got a pin in it because some teams quit. Was my impression. Like they literally left CIG. And I think if anything, like we saw with the on a different note, back to the Drake stuff, the Corsair, that ship. Oh, and this ship, the Cutter, they're awesome. They look amazing. I love the little intricate details, the roughness of it. It looks very Drake, but yet clean. Like it looks good. And really, I don't have any complaints about even the Cutter or the Corsair. Like, I think I had complaints about the MSR, if anything. Like, that elevator that they have going up to the second floor makes no sense. They could have just done stairs. But what they should do is change that elevator to just drop through the ship. Boltman says the former lead of ship design said Chris Roberts wasn't on board with the ramp on the bottom and the way it looked, and was working on convincing him. You're paraphrasing. Do you know what? I've always felt like that bottom ramp stair thing was weird. I never liked it, but I didn't complain about it because I wanted to see how it ended, right? And the only thing I thought about that was neat about that entrance was the fact that there was like a size 1 gun protecting the entrance, and then there's also a size 1 gun in the selling area, which is hilarious to me. Like little auto self-defense turret. You come try to take over the ship while they're open for market, and you're gonna get gunned down. Yeah, so I wonder. I mean, it makes sense that he wasn't unhappy with it or on board with that ramp, but it doesn't make sense to me that they would just put a pin in it because of that. That would be like go back to the drawing board and concept a better idea for it. But it's interesting that you heard that. Was that like what was your source for that, Boltman, if you recall? Like, was it a video or a post or someone wrote it or?
He tapped Bob Roberts' underwear drawer. He knows all the deets.
Wiretapped it.
Yeah. If it's got a wire in it, that means it's lingerie.
Oh.
Bob Roberts wears lingerie confirmed. We've worked it out.
Moms, you're
Sick
gonna get me
Rochester.
banned.
I'll say this to his face.
He might have words with you.
Oh, words. How
Words.
awful.
All the words.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Hey, Marcus.
Yeah.
How much would you say is too much to spend on open back headphones?
Open back headphones?
Yes.
What's open back headphones?
They're so instead of like a closed back, they have an open back, and it allows you to like.
Where the back of the headphones?
The side that's not attached to your ear.
Oh, that's open on the other side?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Oh.
Well, the whole point of wearing headphones is to have noise cancellation.
Yes and no.
You want to have good audio but hear what's going on around you. I get that.
Well, that, but also more easily hear yourself when you're talking.
Oh. See, what I do, like, are you talking about, like, so you can hear yourself while you're talking?
Like on Discord.
On Discord?
Stuff, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, I already hear myself because I have it turned on through my Go XLR.
There's certain bikes that do that automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Like this Fifi mic or whatever y'all got me on.
Yeah. That Fifi mic's good. Good reviews on it. Yeah, I don't know, like, because you can get earbuds, like good quality earbuds for like $50. I got like really good reviews. My only problems with those is like, you wear them too long and then you get like buildup of moisture, and it's weird. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
We're here and we're on site. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, my pricing's all different in Canada.
Everything's made out of moose up there anyway, so it makes
like,
sense.
I would try to not spend above $150, but preferably like around like under or 100 or something like that. I would look on Amazon, just look for headphones reviews, see what people are saying about them, and then figure out if, like, that's the way I've always been. Like, what do I want to spend? Like, no more, and then just start searching Google or Amazon reviews. Just go down the list and see what's there, and then take that product and search for it and see if anyone's got it cheaper and done.
Yeah, no, I was looking around a little bit, and I used to have a set of Sennheiser headphones, but they were closed back. But I really liked them, and they actually make a set that are open back, and they don't have a microphone, so it was like, okay. And that's kind of why I was looking at getting like a different set of headphones, is so I can stop wearing like these like a gaming headset, since now I actually have a microphone.
Yeah, I actually want to switch these headphones. I'm so used to them hurting my ears now, it's kind of weird, but it took like a year to get used to them.
Hey.
Yeah. But I want something that's like over ear, more comfortable.
Yeah, you're probably looking for something more like oh, what are they called?
It won't take it?
Oh yeah, that's right, we're somewhere.
Yeah, I'll have to go, maybe there's cargo deck here. I want it somewhere else. refinery, cargo center.
Yeah, the food supplies go to where you are. Where are you?
Cargo.
Okay.
Yeah, dietary supplements. What I'm dropping off. So Bulletman saw it in a video that was about the Merchant Man. I need to go through them. Well, at least like I trust Chris Roberts with what's going on. I like everything that's going on with the project so far. We didn't like the way the Band of Merchantmen stairs were looking. I mean, I don't see that a reason to halt the whole project, but maybe they were stumped for a good solution. I would hope for how finished that Bad New Merchantman, it shows up with the Polaris, with the Ironclad this
vehicle retrieval system.
Christmas. That would be a nice wrap up to three massive ships. Hangar 3.
All right. Food's completed.
Nice.
Yeah, no, the reason I was even asking was because the set that I saw a lot of people recommending was like $300, and I was like,
Oh yeah, check out the reviews then. I would avoid anything Razer.
Well, you know, I don't. That's why I'm getting away from gaming stuff.
Yeah, I was even like, when I was picking up some computers from the hardware store the other day, hardware store, computer store, parts store, I was looking at their headphones and they were all crazy priced, and they're all like made out of plastic and like nothing that like for that price that made me feel like there was value just in the quality of the product, like in the tactile feel of it. I mean, these have plastic on them too, but it seems strange to me.
Oh yeah, did you see my message?
Let me just drop this off and I'll look at it.
Hello.
That should finish that mission.
Check the cargo terminal. That should sort you out.
Hey.
Oh, you have an XLR mic.
Yes.
Do you like your headphones?
Yes and no. There's a feature that a lot of gaming headsets don't have that I would benefit from.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm hard of hearing in my left ear, and so you can't actually, like, with 90% of the gaming headsets that are wireless, you can't fade it left to right.
Right.
So I always like to be able to like kind of have a semblance of like what's going on my left side in games.
Oh my god, those are crazy.
Yeah, no, those are.
I would never buy those.
No, I was.
I don't think even if I had $1 million, I would buy those.
No, you would buy something that looks exotic and expensive versus just something that is expensive.
That's $599 US.
Yeah.
So that's like $750 Canadian plus another 102 in import fees.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot about Canadian money.
No
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, not only that, but they're also 60 ohm resistance
Um,
impedance. So I would have to buy an amp DAC just to even drive them. But no, that was just
Oh,
funny
they're-
when I saw those. What was that?
You got to drive them?
Yes, you have to use like an amp DAC, well DAC amp to drive them because they're 60 ohms. And so
You
like,
know way more than me. Oh, look, yeah, it's got the plugins in the bottom.
Well, yeah, they're balanced. It's a balance jack, so it like plugs into.
Those are huge.
Yeah.
Now I want to hear them. I don't want them. See, this is the way I am in life. I don't want to own like everything that's awesome. I would love to try things, but not oh, wow. Sorry, hold on. Wow.
Yeah, no. The microphone that I got is the I can't even remember. It's the Rode NT1 5th generation. So
They don't even have a good review. They got a 3.9. They're not even above a 4-star.
Well, yeah, they're also being sold on Amazon. So
yeah.
I'd look at reviews on like audiophile websites before I trusted reviews on Amazon.
Right. I get that. Let me pull up the earbuds, because I think like if you're looking for an audio file, and you probably already know the guy's name, I can't remember it. Let me look at my previous purchase.
Critical? That's the one that like everybody talks about.
He's an
now.
Asian dude?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably that guy then.
He collaborates with a lot of like the different IEM manufacturers to like do the tuning for their IEMs.
Yeah, that guy.
I've got a set of IEMs that are Criticals, but the problem with them is they're really great for music. Absolutely amazing for music. I would for $60.
Yeah.
You like buying $300, $400, $500 set of IEMs would be absolutely insane in my opinion.
Yeah.
When you could buy a set of the Critical I forget the name, but whatever. But they're like $60 or $70. I think I got them for like 60 with a coupon.
Right.
But when I plug them in and try to use them with a game and adjust the EQ through software or whatever, it's very high tone and not a lot of low tones.
Yeah.
Like, and I can't figure out why or what. I've tried, like, I plugged it into the mixer that I have, and I can't, like, even with that, it doesn't change it. It's just like very high tone, but very like all the lows are just not there.
Trying to find when I bought that. It was like a year ago. But you already know who I'm talking about, so there's probably no point in me pulling up what you already know. This is a good point to go back and actually make sure all my returns got returned. Yeah, that's a lot of money, man. I mean, we at 9:26. I really want to give. We won't do it because I gotta I won't have enough time.
And there's the mixer that I got.
Oh yeah.
I was looking at getting like the Go XLR, but
They don't make them anymore, right?
Well, I don't know if they do or not. You can still buy them, but
That Roland looks nice and clean.
And for $300,
yeah,
like,
and it's Roland.
Well, yeah, it's Roland. They have a new version now that's the Bridgecast X, which is a couple $100 more. Has some extra features, including its own. It's a mixer and video capture device all in one.
Yeah.
But it's like $200 more. But a lot of people were saying, like, compared to the Go XLR, like, it would be insane to buy the Go XLR versus the Bridgecast. Because it does everything that the Go XLR does, but it does it like, I mean, it's made by Roland. So
yeah.
like, it's
the name says it all.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, as far as impedance goes with the headphones and stuff, like anything over 32 ohms or 30 ohms, somewhere around there, you'll have to get something that can drive it. Otherwise, you'll probably burn out your audio on your motherboard.
Yeah. Oh, let's go do one last thing for this character. Let's go visit CitizenCon. Hopefully gets one of those medical beacons. Or not CitizenCon, Invictus.
I thought you just had to log in.
Is that all you have to do?
That's what I thought.
Oh,
to read the thing again.
Because if I don't have to go there, it saves me a ton of time.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please.
Guess I could go read it too. Stop being a lazy bum, right?
You can read?
Sometimes. Yeah, I'd rather just log off and... Cause I gotta log in my other characters. The other two.
I haven't even messed around with my other two accounts. Like, I don't really care. I'll achievement hunt on this one, but I may end up liquidating one of them. I really only need like one extra account max.
Well, we don't even know how extra accounts are going to work, but it's probably going to be like extra starter packages on an account, maybe giving you extra characters or something. We don't know though. So here's that F7 Hornet MK1 Sunset FAQ. I find it so weird that they decided to do this. I think it just gives them an excuse to do like one polish pass on it and then leave them done and never touch them again.
Because they don't match up with anything that they currently have out.
What do you mean?
And
Like
they're so
they're
legacy.
just so out of date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the flight model not matching up with them either, it's like, what's the point? Because they need to get rid of them. Like, totally. They don't need to leave them in game.
Yeah. Oh,
because they always have stuff broken about them.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like nobody gets them ever. They just need to delete them and start over.
That piss people off, but I get it.
So,
if anything, if they, like what they're doing with the Mark II, like if anything,
yeah, I'd upgrade everybody to the Mark II.
Yeah,
a free upgrade. Anyone that had bought a Mark 1 before today, before this was announced, you get a free upgrade. Or you can keep the old one and then not bitch about it. They'll bring it up to gold standard, but don't bitch about it. It is what it is.
Well, the thing is, it's making them overpowered in a lot of ways, which is not cool. And being able to go faster than the normal speed requirements put on everybody else's ships. And literally, like, moving so fast that they teleport around. Which is...
Which, on the Mark 1s?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they're doing that.
Any of the Hornets, yeah. They're completely bugged and abusive. That's why all the exploiters are running them.
Why? It's so dumb. I don't know why people do that. Like, they just... Like, I get doing meta for guns and, like... But why? So frustrating.
Because
they can't win without it.
Yeah.
And if they were like forced to get into another ship like a Pisces or something, they wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
it's like all the people back in the day that would ram people because they couldn't actually fight, and then they would say it's PvP.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, no, you're just being an idiot, but, you know, whatever makes you feel better.
Where is... Did you confirm yet? I'm trying to find the post that talks about that medical beacon reward.
That is on the email. That's where I found out about it. It's like, I actually got the email like 6 days late. Like usual.
Right.
Okay, I'm confused.
Why? Of course, it's not coming up on my email. I guess I'll just... Roberts.
Well, I'm trying to, like, heal myself, but I really don't understand any of this stuff.
You're using a pen, or...
I'm in the bed.
Oh, share your screen if you want, but it should be center screen treatment. You gotta select treatment, select the parts that are injured.
Why is there only a carry option on this? I can't loot it? That's annoying.
Anyone else in chat know if, as a confirmation if you just have to log in for... Or I wonder if, you know, it's probably just on the RSIA website under the Invictus event thing. I would imagine it's in this page. And they, like I said earlier, I'm not sure if you were here for Moms, but they do have a page in the Spectrum forums answering all the questions about why. Let's go over right now. So they just, they've called it heritage. They're using words like heritage and classic, legend. Here's the Spectrum FAQ.
A lot of words for lies.
And FOMO. Oh yeah, people, commenting on it. They probably should have locked it. Like this one has 51 upvotes, and it's probably pretty damn relevant. This entire switch from the Hornet Mark 1 to the 2 left me feeling like players are essentially paying hundreds of dollars for what is essentially a much needed cosmetic update and balance pass, which honestly, totally fair. The Hornet series was sold to backers as a UEE premier carrier-based fighter, but CIG has taken so long in creating Star Citizen that players never actually got to enjoy these purchase ships in a balanced gold standard state with a completed game. Instead of updating the Hornet Mark 1 series art to meet with current standards and providing a much-needed tuning to their balance, they have repackaged all of the new Mark II series so that they can resell the same ship lineup all over again to us. I'm sorry, but this is a lame as heck, assuming the Mark II versions will all be more expensive than the Mark I. This is essentially a way of raising the prices for an entire Hornet lineup. And honestly, that's true, I'm sure. And also, I bet you they were hardly selling any, because they aren't the meta. They don't perform. No one recommends them. I don't recommend them. They're a cool as hell ship. But yeah. And then to continue, he says, and marketing to rebrand the original Hornets as a collectible classic is insulting. Sure, the original Hornets will eventually get their polish, but what does it matter if they're ultimately inferior versions of the newer models? Are we all really expected to be happy about spending hundreds of dollars for ships will at best occasionally bring up in our hangar and show to anyone who will be bothered to provide an audience for us? Yeah. I was kind of hoping what they were going to do with the old Hornets is just make them tanky as fuck. Just throw a ton of armor on them. Balance their flight model. Throw a ton of armor on them. And now they might be slower than the Mark II, but they're tanky. So they would still be valid. I should reply to that.
Will we have in-game events that allow all owners of Mark I variants to get a free Mark II upgrade?
Oh, that,
While
yeah.
there are no immediate plans to this effect, there may be opportunities to earn upgrades in the future. How about everybody who has done the Overdrive Initiative thing that has a Mark I can get a free upgrade to the Mark II?
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
they need
it's got to be some extra other garbage.
Because
force people to log in when they don't want to.
The only people that aren't going to do that upgrade are the people that think that, sitting and holding the Mark I later will, they can sell it on the gray market for whatever they want to ask for it. But yeah, this is disappointing, honestly.
Oh, totally. Honestly, people should be like, I'm not saying don't go berate the, Chris Roberts and like harass him, but send a message to him saying like your thoughts on what's happening. 104 downvotes. You could vote that way.
Yeah, I can too.
It doesn't even make me want to buy one. That's the thing. Like, to me, they haven't given a good reason to support the original. Like, I'm a streamer. Do I need to bring one out to showboat that I had one? No. Like, I'd rather be flying a ship that performs well. And I love
And my Wildfire looks much better as the new Saber.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a damn.
Frankly, Scarlet, I don't give a damn. Never watched that movie.
Frankly, Marcus, I don't give a damn.
Mm-hmm. So that's in announcements. I wonder if in announcements they have. No, they don't.
I feel like one of these people is making a pretty good argument about what the original Hornet purchases and stuff like that. So that back when Star Citizen was supposed to be completed in a few years, that at the time people believed they were purchasing Hornets that would be in a complete state and usable in a complete game for some time before being made obsolete by an updated version, and that's not what ended up happening. They are phasing out purchase ships before players were even able to enjoy them in their completed state.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one at the top, isn't it?
It's not at the top.
Oh.
Oh no, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's the one I read out on stream earlier.
Yeah. Okay. I was just reading the
From
version that somebody else was replying to a certain section of it.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah, we go ahead and read it out again because it's so valid.
I mean, it is extremely valid. Like all of the people that bought that ship originally, because that was one of the first ships I think that was available for pledge.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like everybody who bought it, who was under the assumption that it wasn't going to take 15 years to develop this game, and that they were going to be able to take it out and fly it and in a completed game, they've never even gotten that chance. It's already being phased out before the game was even completed.
Right? Yeah, it's
like how is this, like, if we let this go this time, then they're just going to keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel like it needs, I don't know if it I think the fear there is that they're just going to not attend to it, not update it, not continue to balance it. Like they've already done.
Well, and here's the other thing. The Mark II is not even gold standard.
That's the reason is because they can't. They literally can't. As many times as they've done that crap with the Hornet, they literally cannot balance it. They've proven that to us.
Yeah.
I mean,
sounds like they need to remake it, and they don't want to spend the resources to remake something that's already done.
They are remaking it. They're reskinning it and selling it to people.
No, I'm saying the Mark 1. I know what you're saying. They're making the Mark 2, but they don't want to go do it again and call it a Mark 1. They don't want to. It's silly. Like I think my idea was like maybe a good idea. Keep it, a little bit slower than the Mark II, amp that armor out of it, keep it still valid to the system. You want it more tanky or Hornet, go with the original. You want the faster, more agility, and more guns, go with the Mark II. That's how you keep it valid. How many other ships are they going to do that to, right? Like, why not the Origin 300 series?
Yeah.
It's old. It doesn't fly great.
I mean, so
in
is
my
the
opinion.
Titan Avenger. But that's the thing too, is they came out with the Mark II, and it's not even gold standard.
Yeah.
And then this is the stuff that just happened with Escape from Tarkov. They came out with a whole new package that you could buy of the game.
Yeah.
But then they said that all of the original all the original people who paid for the biggest package weren't going to get access to these new features because they didn't consider them a DLC. and then the community was like, no, wait, this is not okay. Like we get that you need more funding. We get that you took money that was meant for this game and then you tried to make your esports version that flopped, and now you're trying and you're reeling in from all of that money that you spent that you shouldn't have spent.
One of our guests has completed their rehabilitation and is being released.
And this
Let's
is
give them a round of
no
applause.
different than that. Like,
Good
oh,
luck
hey,
back in the world,
you
civilian.
supported us in the beginning, and we told you that it was only going to take us a few years.
Well, how do you get enough backlash to get them to change their mind and correct this? I mean, there's a lot of votes and feedback. I didn't see how many posts there are.
I think there's only 100 upvotes. Yeah, there's only 100 upvotes on this, and then right now it's just 106 people that have replied. Well, it's 106 people that have replied with a thumbs down, 68 with a clown, 49 with the poop emoji, like, and then a middle finger, like, so it's very mixed.
Yeah.
And I think what's going to happen over the weekend, especially when everybody's home and actually paying attention to what's going on, it should flip. Like, this isn't something that should be allowed to happen.
Yeah.
Because literally the game isn't even released and they're phasing out a ship that they have sold for over a decade now.
Maybe a bunch of us streamers should get together and maybe we should brigade them with community conversation.
Yeah, because this is
and constructive posts.
We need to be constructive and reasonable.
Welcome
to
the ASOC
like if we
vehicle
start
retrieval
just sitting
system.
there and calling them a bunch of nasty names and things,
Yeah.
we're no better. Like, so, but like, yeah, the whole thing, like, they're phasing out a ship before the game has even released. Like, hello?
Yeah.
I'm missing my who cares button on your desk, Marcus. So you can smack it for me a couple times.
You don't care about it?
No.
I think, Moms, if you had bought the ship and you were passionate about it, you would care.
Oh, I did. I bought several of them.
Yeah.
I know the troubles that they've gone through to balance them, and I know that they've missed the mark every single time, so I don't give a damn. I'd rather them to work on what they can work on and stop pipe dreaming every single thing that comes with the project and just get something done. Because
Well, I mean,
it's no longer 2016 and we're still not in Pyro. Regardless of all the bullshit that they've done, they still haven't delivered on their 2016 promise. I don't give a damn about anything else.
Well, yeah, that's because they keep doing things like this Mark II thing, and then they keep starting new projects, and it's like we haven't even, like, there's a bunch of half-finished things that if they would just finish, it would make more sense of what they were doing. But every time we turn around, there's some new project that they've started, and it's like, okay. And that's probably why, like, the Banu Merchantman thing, like, is happening the way it's happening. Like, they started on all of these other new ships and projects and things, and it's like are the ships adding to the features right now, or are we just adding
Well, the
more
ship
things?
people aren't the server core tech people, right?
Well,
And all this artistic crap in the background isn't the same team. So it's understandable that they would put out other things that are side projects that make sense. But the fact that they wildly overestimated their potential to release the server core tech stuff by like 10 years is a little frustrating.
Yeah, no, then I agree with that. You're not wrong. I think, but I mean, like, how many ships are still not complete that in the artistic stages that have already been started, and now they keep adding new ones? Like, I think there's like 3 or 4 different ships that I've owned for a few years that I mean, that there may have been, like little updates and things that they do with like the inside Star Citizen and stuff that I haven't caught up on. But like the Perseus is a ship that I did have, but I got tired of, like, I started realizing what was going on, and it's like, we're buying these new ships that are getting pushed, that are pushing other things back, and then we get a new starter ship like the Cutter out of nowhere, and it's like, okay. What
Yeah, but
about
I just see
all
that
the
as
other
like a
ones?
small project for a new person or.
Yeah.
And that's what they were. Like, some of their best stuff has been like, what do you call them? Internship projects. Like literally the unpaid interns are putting out more work than their seasoned vets.
I think they're
kinda
just all in these massive projects, right? I don't think they're dicking around. I really don't think they're dicking around.
Well, I mean, financially they can't be, right? But are they being pushed in the right direction to execute their goal? It's probably not. There's too many conflicting.
I think they have a mixed goal, man. One is to get the project out and get the tech out so that they can, have the backbone for all this art that they're making. And then the other side of it, the other priority is keep concepting vehicles to fund the project so that they can get to the ultimate game plan, which they've unveiled, but they haven't shown us a book of how it's all going to work. It's all an internal book that's constantly changing.
Yeah.
But yeah, super disappointing. I don't know. Yeah. I wonder what Avenger 1 and Zero State have said about it. I wouldn't mind talking to them and Burks and seeing if they're brigading at all about it.
Edge has another post that was a little bit down. I don't know if you read it already. He was talking about how the FAQ is stating that these ships will be brought up to the gold standard and have their issues fixed in time. Does anybody really believe that that's going to happen before the Mark II variants are put up for sale?
Oh,
that
no.
CIG is going to put development time into upgrading the old Mark I Hornets before using development time to create the new Mark II Hornets?
They're already done. The Mark IIs are probably already done, man. Like, it's really just copy the chassis, put in that component from the original Mark I, do the art for it, done, right?
Yeah. So, and as he was saying, we'll probably get some excuse about actual combat ships taking priority over collectible museum pieces.
Oh, yeah. And it was very clever of them to not announce this first and then announce the Mark II. What they did is they announced the Mark II, make an event, get everyone used to it. They love it. They're buying it. Okay, now hit them with the other ones are getting heritaged, whatever you want to call it, furballed.
A lot of people were talking like, oh, this is just going to make them go up in price. I was like, I don't give a shit.
Whatever it is.
I mean, I did buy the new Mark II, but I used a lot of store credit. I think I have like maybe $10 new money and 2 CCU upgrades that I didn't have before. So, like, I'll admit that I did buy it, but I didn't just sit there, pull out the credit card, and spend $160 on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I CC'd up to it off of stuff, use store credit.
Every stinking time I enter a rec site, oh, here comes the Cutlass Black to shoot my ship in the butt.
Right.
That is stupid design. Like, absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, and another thing too, what is this going to do to the lore?
I'm sure the lore team will have fun with it. They have fun with this kind of stuff. Yeah, no worries, Mabel. Yeah, it's funny looking at the stats on Urkel. A lot of the stats are better on the Mark 1. That's weird. But when I was in the Mark 2, it felt like it was operating better. You're comparing the Mark MK1C to the Mark MK2A. Any further thoughts on the Raven? Or not the Raven, the Firebird?
I like it for what it is.
Yeah.
If they add a stealth factor to it, it'd make it more effective, which is it's supposed to have. So we'll see what happens then. But the Talons are supposed to be stealth as well, so I'd like them to not walk back on that. Like, oh, the Talons aren't stealth anymore. Like, what? Why?
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Yeah, and did they add? Like, are you able to get the Heartseeker Mark 1 right now before it goes away?
It'll probably be available Valentine's Day.
No. Yeah, it's a Valentine's Day thing only, so they're not going to do anything.
Well,
It's
no,
probably
that's
you didn't
what
miss your chance.
No, it'll show up from Valentine's Day again.
But the Mark 1, not because
the Mark 1 will show up.
Why?
Because they said it in there. It'll basically it'll show up for events.
That's dumb.
Like they'll find events for it, and that one is part of that event. So if you really wanted that chassis and that paint, it's.
I'm just trying to get that booty.
Yeah.
Oh, I found 3 helmets. 2 Void Ripper helmets in the same box.
They said something about the Heartseeker, or did they just?
Well, it was a general we'll make these available in the future through special events or.
Yeah, but that's what I was.
Wasn't specific. I don't think that was a reply that was specific about. That was up in the Q&A up at the top.
Yeah, it was just the FAQ section.
Yeah.
It was talking about how, the Mark 1's still being available, earnable.
Yeah.
They said that there will be ways to earn the Mark 1 Hornets in the future, though we're not quite ready to share those plans yet.
Because they don't have them.
Yeah.
Or they don't want to spoil them. Well, a surprise.
Yeah. I know, when I got my original Super Hornet, I wasn't I love the look of the ships. I've always loved the look of the Hornets, but I wasn't I didn't I bought it because I love the look of it, but it was just in a bad state, and I ended up upgrading it. And it's funny because now that went from being a Super Hornet to being a Mercury Star Runner, and it went from being a Mercury Star Runner to being the Vanguard Harbinger, and then when the Mark II came out and they were offering the F7A upgrade, that was the only reason I did it. If it was just going to be the F7C and I wasn't going to be able to get the upgrade, I wasn't going to do it.
Yeah.
And and I will say there is a very big difference between the F7A Mark II and the F7C Mark II. Just the weapon sizes makes a big difference.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, it's got a nice loadout. I got no complaints about the Mark II. It's just, yeah.
But like my only complaint is like the fact that they came out with it and that it's not even gold standard. Like,
Yeah. We need to start a podcast. Gabbing about this stuff.
I want to talk with you guys about it because it's dumb and you're wrong.
You love it.
the amount of people that are just calling it FOMO is.
Oh, it's true though.
Oh, it is. It is absolutely FOMO.
And it's the worst kind, and like it's so. It's kind of cringy in a way. Thank you for the follow, and thank you for that resub earlier. Was that? Is that earlier? Was that Dimake or?
You're cringy.
Yeah, it was Dimake resubbing. Thank you very much for the support, man. Yeah, it's kind of cringy, like them just feels like they're taking advantage of the community.
I think the thing that really makes it FOMO is the fact that they're removing the ability to be able to purchase it or rent it in game.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they weren't removing it from like I don't get it, but at the same time I would be more understanding if it was just we're removing it from the pledge store. But you can still earn it and get it in the game. It doesn't cost them anything to leave it in the game. Like it's already there.
Doesn't also cost them anything. They have a potential for someone to buy it off the store. So if it earns you money, and you can update it and keep it valid in the game, that means you can pay someone to update it. Like it's literally one model, and then plug in, like if they have to redo the ship, redo it. Call it a Mark 1, and just I don't know. It's so weird. Hey, Santa Groper, how's it going? I'm sure it's one of those ships where they're just like, we got to redo the whole thing. Total frame loss. So I have my annual review tomorrow where I try to ask for a raise.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm not going in prepared.
I'm going to kiss your Rick Astley.
I don't like I don't know what to say one of those, like, other than like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing for you guys. I know what I can do for you guys in the future. I want to raise. The only problem I have is recently I had that manager that tried to throw me under a bus, and I lost my cool. And I gave it to him. Told him exactly what I thought about what was happening. And that didn't go over well, and I didn't care. But now I realize some things about my personality. And that's kind of interesting. Yeah, the gas cap guy. That's the guy I lost. Yeah. And I feel bad about it. I feel bad, like, because it's just, I get what happened. He either was having a bad morning. And it just escalated. So, stupid thing happens. No one wants to take responsibility or help him out for it. He comes and asks me if I did it, and I'm like, I didn't realize the scope of his question, so I answered incorrectly, and then I asked for clarification on it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that was me. And then he just, had a little meltdown, and then went and threw me under the bus to the main boss, and then days later threw me under the bus, or a week later, hadn't talked to me for a week, and then a week later tries to throw me under a bus for another project that I wasn't fully made aware of what needed to be done, and they're telling me I had to accept responsibility for it. I'm like, no. And I just lost my mind on him. Don't throw me under the bus. I just about quit that day. And that's not what they were trying to do. They weren't trying to, like, what's it called? Is it constructive dismissal?
Constructive criticism?
Not that. Definitely not that. No, it's where they constructively try to do things to make you look bad, write you up, and fire you. So they weren't trying to do that. It was just really poor communication between supervisors, and I've had that conversation with my direct supervisor about, like, don't want this going on in the future. Like, don't want to talk to these, like, I appreciate the other guys and their roles and who they are as people, but if they can't convey what needs to be done, they shouldn't be talking to our group at all. So is there anything to go look at here? There's a Crucible, Legionnaire, Liberator, Holovid. Let's go look at that quick. See, I can't get a promotion because the job is the job. All I can do is ask for a raise. And I know what's going to happen. They're going to say, you're not a master splicer. And I'm going to say, I'm doing the same work as the other people. And the way my personality works, from what I understand now about myself, is I believe everyone should be treated fairly. Which is an interesting thing, as you want to consider it a personality defect.
Definitely a defect.
Yeah, because not everyone should be treated the same, right?
Nope, fuck them.
So yeah, if I'm doing the same job as someone else and I'm working hard as them or harder and I'm working more hours and I'm being there for all their emergency call outs, I expect to be paid the same or more. I think that's fair. So that's going to be that conversation. And we have 3 splicers now, so they can get rid of me. I can walk away and it's not going to screw them. But they're not going to want that, and I don't want that. And if it's true about whatever this personality thing is that I've learned about myself, I typically get tired of what I'm doing after like 7 months, which is bad. And it explains why I've stayed in this industry, but I keep switching companies, which is bad. Or could be perceived as bad. What is this ship? Oh, this is the Crucible. I was like, what the heck is this? Yeah, Crucible. Remunerations in line with the roles and duties performed. Do I need to write this down? Managed dismissal? No, I think it's constructive dismissal, where they organize ways to fire you. But that's not what was happening. It was just literally manager poorly communicating. Yeah, bringing his emotions in and poorly communicating. Okay, segueing back to Star Citizen, if they're getting rid of the Mark 1 Hornets, what about the bomber? It's just as old. It's probably just as broken. And it's only one ship. Whereas the Hornet series is a series of ships. They could... I
don't know. It doesn't have the same problems as the other ones for some reason.
All they gotta do is bring in someone who really cares about fixing it, and done. Like, honestly, find an employee who wants to do it in their spare time for extra bucks, and give them some of the extra bucks from the sales it'll get from finishing.
Well, in balance, they've made the Buccaneer like the best all-around ship. They clearly don't know what the hell they're doing.
This is true. It's very true. Too funny.
What about the Gladiator?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. What about the Gladiator, the bomber?
Yeah.
Like...
Oh, that's what you meant when you said the bomber.
Yeah. So, like... Are they going to start heritaging anything they don't want to fix?
I hope so.
I mean, that's a great reply right there into that post. Yeah, you can't figure out how to fix it, don't want to fix it, it gets heritaged.
I mean, big picture, we shouldn't really give a shit. There are bigger fish to fry.
Well, because, okay.
When we're falling through the planet's surface, just walking around.
Yeah, but that's going to be a different group of engineers, probably.
But it also goes back to the core of the game. It's like, if these kind of interruptions keep happening, let's just go play something else.
Yeah.
Like, forget about getting frustrated over balance and their crap mechanics that they can't ever get a handle on. Let's just go play EverQuest. I don't give a shit.
EverQuest. I'm gonna log in on an alt here and then call the stream, I guess. Cause it's 10:15 and I work tomorrow. And I gotta think of things I'm gonna say in the morning. I don't even want to think of things I want to say. I just want to, like... It's funny, like, I know my colleague who's also gonna get his review. He'll be in there with a pad all prepared about what he wants to say, and I'm not thinking like that. I'm thinking just like, I know what I've done in the past. I know what I can do in the future. I know my quality. Give me a raise. Because it doesn't matter what I've done in the past. That just shows what I can do. It's all about what I can do for them in the future. So it's kind of like, it's a moot point to raise concerns and things. Like, I'm not going to bring them anything more by getting a raise. I'm just going to... They're setting me more up for success in the crazy economy we're in. Like, how stressed do you want me about living conditions, rent, food, or do you want me focused on the job? So pay according, right? I have a feeling the next place I'm gonna rent is gonna be like $2,000 a month easy. There's just not a lot out there.
Shipping container, man.
I wish that was possible. It's just too cold here.
Don't mean nothing.
Don't mean
We're
nothing.
burning a stove.
Well, land ain't cheap either here. If I had to buy any plot of land within city limits, I'd be broke still.
Yep, but you wouldn't be paying rent.
Yeah, and it'd probably be a 40-minute drive every day. If there was even anything marginally close. Maybe if I had some money to get set up, but I'm almost debt free on the cards. A couple more
I need
months,
to move
hopefully.
to Texas and forget about Canada.
Yeah, Canada sucks, man. Trudeau sucks. All the corruption sucks. I don't know why Canadians put up with it.
But when your Canadian review comes up, tell them how you feel.
They do it every year, and I vote once in a while. Doesn't seem to matter, though. And my ears are ringing so hard. So much pressure.
That's the man putting his thumb on you.
No, that's the tinnitus driving me crazy. Sucks, because then as soon as you think about it, it's all you hear. Entitlement processing. Why is entitlement processing? What is it trying to give me entitlement to? Thinks I'm some young liberal.
Login services.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't think you're worthy.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. Let's go to the credits. Thank everyone for watching, and make sure you follow up and also get on the Discord, exclamation mark Discord, for go live notifications. They go off every time I go live, so get on that. If you're looking for ways to support the stream, I do run shiphanger.com, which is a gray market website. You are welcome to either buy off of it or set yourself up as a vendor. And get your money back, sell things for a little bit more, make some money. And what else to say? If you're looking for an org, manaprot.org. Or sorry, Manaprot is my org. I don't know if the website's up right now because there's no. Yes, that I told you so buttons there would be good. But yeah, shiphanger.com, guys, check that out. And if you need an org, let me know. I'm on Discord often. You can always come and just hang out if you want to be on stream and help out or come mining or learn something. You can always do that too. Here comes the first one, everyone. 07s.